Every guru online will tell you to run ads, build your Instagram, build a funnel, and maybe that will work eventually. But what really got my agency going was the local connections I built. Showing up in a room full of people that live in my own city that I actually contribute to is what really set it apart. Local networking is the most underrated growth strategy for your WordPress agency, and most people don't even bother doing it, which is a shame. Why does local beat online for solopreneurs? Mainly because you are working with people within your own community and building a name for yourself and a face-to-face relationship. Online competition is global. You're competing with large agencies, offshore agencies, as well as those $5 Fiverr listings that you see for websites all the time. Local competition is a lot thinner. Most small businesses don't know where to look for a local website developer or designer. So mainly they're looking for their local connections that they've already established within their own communities. The big thing here is trust. Trust closes deals. A lot of people like to see that face-to-face connection to build trust between them and their website developer. If you're just doing video calls or not meeting in person, you're losing out. Small businesses want someone local, someone they can count on, and someone that they can meet. So here are a few options for you. I went ahead and joined a local BNI chapter. When I joined, it was around 40 people. A lot of the trades were involved in that chapter, as well as some other small businesses in that area. BNI is an excellent way to get in there, but you need to really pick your chapter. Each chapter has its own different personality and its own different local connections and its own different mission. The one I'm a part of is very casual. It's focused on the relationships built versus transactional. So a lot of people are willing to support you, but after they've built trust with you and had a few one-to-ones with you and talk to you, understand who you are as a business owner. That really changed the game for me as a business owner. I am a veteran, so I was able to join local veteran business chapters. The veteran community is huge when it comes to supporting each other. So that gave me an edge over my competition because I'm able to meet people in person, have that veteran experience, and people already trust you in the veteran community if you're a veteran because you've gone through the shit together. Pardon my French. Another reason why I tout something like BNI a lot is because you will be the only website developer or designer in the room. BNI chapters are very selective and make sure that you go through an interview process, and as well as making sure that you are the only category in your chapter. So that gives you an edge over your competition because people in that group are most likely going to be referring you once they trust you and aren't going to be referring outside people. The structures are very consistent. You have to meet weekly and you have to show up. There are standards when it comes to a BNI chapter. People are there to network and connect versus something that may meet once a month. That's very lax with their standards and most likely won't build that trust and community you really want. Now, it does cost money to join, but treat it as a marketing expense. That buy-in is going to change your ROI pretty significantly in the next few years. Another big part of this is word of mouth and how do you generate word of mouth? It doesn't happen automatically. You really have to prime it. Tell everyone what you do specifically. Don't just say, I build websites. Say something along the lines of, I build WordPress sites for small businesses in our local community. Always make sure to stay in touch with past clients. That is really going to build trust with your previous clients. And sometimes they'll have further work for you, especially if you're doing it on a subscription basis or even just the basis of the quoting system. Mainly when it comes to that area, keeping yourself on the top of their mind will help them refer you out, reaching out to a previous client and then realizing, oh, I have a friend that's looking for a website too. I've had a fantastic experience with this local website designer. Would you like their information? Do good work and be easy to work with. Now, I know that sounds pretty obvious, but it is a very big engine and the driver of word of mouth. If you are providing excellent services and not making it very difficult to get those changes to a site or even build new sites for them, people are going to refer you out to their friends and family. And even beyond that, they'll go to their local network connections themselves too. Every network connection you make locally is an amplifier for your business. There are some other local connections worth your time. Another big one was local Facebook groups. Most likely your city has a local community Facebook group that posts small businesses as well as updates around the area. So putting yourself out there, making some videos, putting your face out there, introducing yourself several times and giving good information about website development and design is really going to push you forward and make you seem genuine to those in your community. It's separate than someone that's just advertising themselves and say, hey, I'm building websites now. You need to be more professional, earn the trust of the people in your community, do good work, share your work, make sure people understand that you are here for the long haul and you're here to establish good relationships, not just the transactional. Show up to local business networks and mixers, look up your local events on something like Facebook. You can see the meetups and mixers there that will put you in front of people to advertise your services. It's not just advertising, it's going over there and saying, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do. You're maybe already established and it builds that trust with you. Share your website, share your portfolio. Make sure that you're not just advertising, but be genuine with what you're providing as a service. You can also establish partnerships within your area. Photographers, marketing agencies, other website design and development agencies are looking for freelancers, a solopreneur. They want to be with someone that is professional and knows what they're doing. So actually meeting face to face with someone, say you go to a local mixer and you meet another website designer or developer, don't be stiff. Don't actually think that, oh, you're better than them. Actually establish who you are, what you do, get a common connection with them, understand where they have their faults as well. Where do you have your faults and weaknesses, and work together at that point. There's plenty of work out there. Think of it as like the law of attraction and the law of abundance. You can't have every single website design client. So work with people in your community and your niche to establish trust with each other and know how to refer out to each other. And I can't tell you how many times I've worked with local agencies in my area because they were either overloaded with work or they knew I did something that they couldn't handle. So they sent stuff over to me. You need to make sure you shift your mindset here. You are looking to build relationships with real people. These are people with their own struggles, their own goals, and their own mindsets that need to establish that, hey, you're in the same boat. You are all going to rise together if you all support each other. One strong local connection can produce years of long time referrals for you. So it's very essential. So I'll give you a starting point. Either visit a local BNI chapter or a local free networking chapter that has some standards set up, or even a local mixer. Start showing up and attending these events once a month at least. Write down 10 people you currently have in your local network that you know have websites that probably need some work or don't even have a website, and reach out to them. They most likely don't know what you do fully, and introducing that to them and showing this and showcasing exactly what you do will most likely bring in a referral. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions or feedback. The next video is going to be about the tech stack that I utilize when it comes to building websites. It's not something you have to follow religiously, but there are some pointers I can give you: what you use for your hosting, what do you use for your plugins, and making sure that you are providing very good foundations for your websites in the future. Don't miss out on it. I'm BD Boogie signing off. Let's boogie, guys.